So we're going to talk about the email customers tool and the conference reports tool. I'm going to show you a lot of the features that we provide that really a lot of other companies, they might provide some of the stuff, but it's so scattered and it's very hard to find what you're doing. And the great thing about Meeting Bloom is we made this system easy for you to know where all the pieces are. You can come in here brand new and it's very intuitive. Everything is very intuitive. So let me get started on this. So email customers. Now at the top you see this filter zone. So you can filter your customer down by abstracts, by registrate, by short talk, by any type, even registration types you can filter down. And what this is nice for is if you want to only send an email to the students, or you want to send it out to the regular registrants, or you want to send it out to because of a specific question they asked, anything that you want to filter this down from, you can filter down here. And once you get it filtered down, you come down here. Oh, also, when you filter it down, you'll see your count here. So once you get it filtered down, you come down to the email tool, and this will give you a little quick how-to in case you forget the steps. But if I want to send an email out saying, hey, we have additional items for sale or free, you can send out an email to all your registrants, because I got registrants right now, additional items, and I can say, hey, we have excursions available. Please, sign up to buy the excursions. And anybody that's registered for the conference can now go in and click the link in this email to purchase the additional item that you need them to buy. Same thing with here, register for Meet the Experts. You can send these mass emails out to all your registrants to tell them, hey, you need to go to this spot at this specific time to meet the experts. Maybe it's a breakfast type thing. Career development, you can have all these little different emails. Thank you for attending. And the cool thing is these templates are a global template. The reason why that's very, very cool is if you have, let's say, 50 conferences, and you have, you think of all the templates in here and the templates on the main part of the system, there could be 30 different templates on the system. And if you had 50 conferences, that means you would have 1,500 individual templates and parts that you would have to maintain every single year. And the cool thing about Meeting Bloom is you can create, as you can see here, a global template. And this global template can be shared for those 50 conferences. So instead of having 30 templates times 50 conferences, you can have 30 templates for all 50. So you only have to maintain those 30 templates. And what I mean by templates is, these email templates, there's the setup pieces for your conference, the emails that go out after they purchase, and what makes this possible is my template guide. So I have word merge pieces here that you can use. That way these emails feel, independent from each other. So each site, if you send an email, for example here, dear customer name, thank you for attending. So you can have this generic email, but it won't feel generic to the customer. It'll have the conference banner, it'll have the customer's name, the conference title, whatever else you need to add in here. And you use these global pieces to make each email feel unique, even though this email template is being shared 50, even 100 different conferences every year. And the cool thing is, once you set this up, you don't have to change it ever again because you're using these global pieces. When you point your next year's conference to the new system, it'll automatically use these. So once you set it up, it's done. You don't have to maintain these things ever again. I just love that because it saves you from having to do hours and hours of work every single year. You can cut down a lot of costs with this, and a lot of labor, and a lot of, headache. So let's go real quick. I know I went off subject a little bit, but let's talk to all abstracts. So all completed abstracts. This site is a register and register later option site. That's why we have this option here. So when I choose that, the only template I have is all completed abstracts, register and register later. And that's my global template right now. If we choose abstract complete and not registered, so I want to talk to everybody that submitted an abstract but have not completed their registration yet, I need to send this email out, and there's my template right there. And I can say, hey, your abstract's completed, please complete your registration. Now, the customer gets a little mark on their abstract that tells you throughout the entire stage that they haven't registered yet. And what that's nice is, and let me show you this real quick. I know I'm going off subject a little bit. So you see waiting on registration, and this one's color coded with that orange color. What's nice about this is you can build your poster lists out even though you're still waiting on that registrant to finish their registration. You know, they've got their abstract done. They need to still finish the registration. You can go in here and see real quick, oh, I still got one person that still needs to complete this, or you know, you got a couple of them. That way you can see it right off the bat, and you can pull them. You know, if they've never registered and it comes day to registration, you know, the conference is starting, then you can just pull them out of the list and they're off the poster list. So, you know, it gives you a lot of options. So let me go back to the email customers, rejected. And, you know, like I said, there's the options here. All filters, all templates, and it's pretty easy. Now this site is a abstract only site. And what's nice about this one is it cuts out a lot of the stuff related to registration, so it doesn't confuse you since you're only doing abstracts through the system and you're not doing registration. So I have all completed abstracts and rejected. And you can see rejected, I get my template here. All completed, I get my template here. And I can set up wherever I want. The registration ones are null, so you can't use these because this site is set up as only abstracts, no registration. Now, let me go to the conference reports. This is what I think is really neat. So we share the exact same filtering tools from the email template to the reporting system. And what's nice about that is you don't have to learn two separate systems. You can learn the filtering on one. It is the exact same filtering system on the other system. So no learning two systems. You just learn the filters and it's the same on both. Another cool thing is these dynamic questions filters. So any question that you ask your customer, if it's a radio button list, a checkbox, or a drop-down list, any choice type questions, you can also say on the admin interface, make sure you show this on reports, or make sure you show this on the abstract review. So you get to choose, like for example, this question was primary topic choice, and on the admin I said, show this on my reports. And now I can use it to filter down customers on the reports. Any additional items that you sell, even if they're free, like say you just need to keep track of something, you can also keep track of it here and report on it. And you can also put your abstract review groups in here. That way, if you need to email a group of abstracts, then you can do it here too. So it gives you all the options through here. If you need to see, you know, for example here, the rejected abstracts, I can click down here. I can say, give me a attendee contact report and preview top 30 results, create report. And that's my one customer that's being rejected. It's me, of course, but and then once I see the preview, I can then say, send me an Excel report. So it's just a really nice, quick, you know, an easy way to do reporting. Pie reports. So let me go to a test record. Pie reports are also built off of your dynamic questions. So any dynamic question you have in there, you can do a pie report on. For example, preferred session choice. I do a pie chart, and it shows my session 1 has 3 and session 2 has 1. And of course, this will grow the more and more submissions you get. So nice, simple pie chart system. Very easy to read Excel system. So if you need a marketing report, it automatically chooses all the database columns for your marketing Excel report. If you need a demographics report, it automatically chooses the one you need. If you need your trending reports, your attendee contact info. So basically it chooses all the database columns from the system. And the cool thing is, choose all fields. This is neat because we don't hold back data. It's your data. You don't have to call us. Say you don't like us anymore and you want to go somewhere else. You can choose all your fields, export it, and you have all your customer submission data. We're not holding this data hostage. It's your data. You just click that button. You come down to the bottom, this preview at first, and you can see the preview of what the data looks like. And then you just click here, create output, and it creates it to an Excel report. So that is everything on the emailing system and the reports system. I'll give you a quick touch on the accounting reports. The accounting reports is nice because it is designed to give you the data that accounting departments want. It's not the data that, you think they need. This is the data that they actually need for doing their billing, doing their their taxes, everything that they need. This is the data that they want. And you can get past month, past 2 months. It sets it off on the monthly cycles, and you can get the entire conference dump. So, and you can also get data straight from PayPal, so you can compare directly with what your reports say to what PayPal says. So this is just really a nice way to get reports that your accounting department exactly wants, and that's what this is for. So that pretty much sums it up. Like I said, this is a great section for communicating with your attendees to have it very simple. You don't have to have it complex. And if there's those one-offs where you don't have a template set up, you just say generic email, no template, and you just type in what you need to type. Put in the subject here, and it will send it to everybody you need to send it to. And again, the global templates work on this too. So I can add, for example, I can add this. I can say hi, that, and now it's a generic template that has the word merge pieces to it. I can send it to myself and it'll work. And then I can send it to the 9 recipients and it'll mass email all of them. So we try to make this system as simple as possible, but have all the features you need. Any kind of features that we hear out from you through the months, we make lists of it, and then we see where can this integrate into the system and make it actually work and have a good flow. Because that's the main thing is, you can have thousands of different features and functions on your system, but if it doesn't flow and you can't find it, then it's worthless. It's useless for you. So that's why we take the features that you want us to add, and then we start seeing, okay, where can we add this in the system to have the correct flow so that you can find these tools easy.